This 60-year-old grandfather was facing one of the toughest moments of his life. One day, his little granddaughter came to him with innocent eyes filled with hope. "Grandpa, our dog needs a proper house. Can you buy him one?" The old man's heart sank. He loved his granddaughter more than anything in the world, and their pet dog was like a family member. But there was one big problem. His pockets were completely empty. Not a single dollar to spare for buying a ready-made doghouse from the store. His pension barely covered the basics, and spending on a doghouse seemed impossible. People around him began suggesting solutions. One of the neighbors said, "Just tell her no. She's too young to understand money problems. The dog will survive without a fancy house." When the neighbor saw the grandfather quietly looking at the useless wooden pallets in his backyard, his eyes widened bigger than an owl's. He had just taken a sip of tea and almost choked, shocked at what the old man was planning to do with that scrap wood. But the grandfather didn't explain anything. He couldn't bear to disappoint his granddaughter. He couldn't let that little girl down, and he certainly couldn't leave their loyal dog without proper shelter. Everyone waited curiously. What could this old man possibly do with no money and a determined granddaughter? Facing the challenge, the grandfather didn't show a trace of giving up. Instead, he was full of quiet determination. He looked around his garage and backyard with a smile. His experienced eyes scanned the old wooden pallets lying uselessly in the corner. And in that moment, he made up his mind. He immediately got to work. His hands moved with skill, measuring, cutting, assembling, securing each piece of wood. It was as if he and the pallets understood each other. Building structures was second nature to him. If it could make his granddaughter happy and keep their dog safe, he could turn scrap wood into a palace. Slowly, the doghouse began to take shape. He reinforced the walls, created a slanted roof for rain protection, added a small porch, and sanded every rough edge so the dog wouldn't get splinters. He found some leftover paint in the garage and brushed warm, welcoming colors onto the house. So next, let's see how this 60-year-old grandfather transformed useless wooden pallets into this incredible doghouse. The whole process is deeply satisfying to watch. He carved the dog's name above the entrance. When the doghouse was finally placed in the backyard, his granddaughter came home from school and froze. She couldn't believe her eyes. A perfect home, built with zero money, but with 100% love. Now, looking at this doghouse that cost nothing but is worth a grandfather's whole heart, how many points would you give it? Tell me in the comments. See you next time.